I just want to say one thing and one thing only. See y'all in the postseason, boys. We punched our ticket.
Yes, sir. Confirmed.
Okay, let's stay in LA.
Let's stay in LA, baby. Just like Ohtani is staying in LA, but he's going to the real city of champions, the real team, the team that's actually in LA, the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Dun, 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 dun. This is the Cam and Lou Show, and I'm your host, Trent.
And it's your boy, Josh.
Hey, before we get started, I just want to say one thing and one thing only. See y'all in the postseason, boys. We punched our ticket.
Yes, sir. Confirmed.
Yes, sir. All right, let's do our quick spotlight real quick. I want you to go first this week. I went first last week, putting the pressure on you this week. Let's go.
All right, there were some big headlines. I mean, nothing crazy, but every week in the NFL it seems like it's crazy week. So first, we're gonna start Jets. The Jets defense and Zach Wilson were on fire. I mean, Zach Wilson threw for 75%. That's against
Good
Texans.
turnaround.
Yeah,
good turnaround.
Great turnaround. Yeah, again, especially the way he's been playing, and then playing a good defense against the Texans. So that game was crazy. The Jets had 10 pass deflections. They bat down 10 out of 13 of C.J. Stroud's incompletions and held him to under 100 passing yards.
Made him look human.
Yeah, dude, seriously. And then the Bears stunned the Lions. 2 interceptions against Jared Goff, who hasn't been throwing a lot of picks this season. He's been playing some pretty clean football, and they hit him 9 times. So
Two bad games in a row against the Bears.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say that. The last time, too, they made it real close. It ended in the very end, right? Hutchinson sealed the game. But, yeah, I mean, Justin Fields made some plays, and it was just not Goff's day, I guess.
Yeah.
Even the running backs for the Lions were running well. They both averaged like 6 yards a carry. But the Saints blew out the Panthers, and I think that's part of the reason why Chicago feels comfortable winning some of these games. They feel like they're going to get the number 1 pick anyway.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Yeah, so Chicago's going to stay winning, and like I said, hey, they're not going to be in the top or bottom 5 draft pick. Like I said,
they're not,
because they're going to win maybe a couple more. Because I thought they were going to win a game not against the Lions.
True.
And they play the Cardinals, I think. So then we got Vikings versus Raiders. 3-0. What is that you call it? A barn burner?
Barn burner.
Is that official? That's right? The right term?
We're using that way. Barn burner on the Can't Lose Show means a terrible game.
Yeah, but listen to this quote. I saw it on ESPN. It said, "The brand of football that Minnesota and Las Vegas played on Sunday set the NFL back 16 years." And then they said in the more like in-depth part, they said that the field goal that they made with 1:57 left in the game saved them from being set back like 60 years or something like that. They were talking crazy, bro. I mean, just a horrible game. Both teams combined for less than 500 total yards. I mean,
terrible.
Game. Yeah, but hey, guess who saved the day? Can I say that? Big Nick?
Yeah.
Big Dick Nick saved the day, bro. He saved the day a couple games for us, when Jimmy G went down that one season on the Niners.
Now named the starter for next week, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Josh Dobbs benched.
Damn. Okay. So Nick came in, saved the day, and got them. He threw for more yards than Josh Dobbs did.
Yeah.
And then my last one is Tyreek left the offense like stunned and helpless. They looked like a completely different offense without Tyreek, and has a lot of people talking about like that's his MVP case right there. That should be part of his MVP case, the way they looked without him.
Yeah.
It was different offense. I mean, Titans stunned him, and Will Levis is a dog.
I don't know about dog yet, but he played like a dog this past week.
I'm not saying he's like gonna be a beast or whatever forever. I mean, he could be, but I'm saying he's a dog. He's got that dog in him for sure.
Sorry, I'm just being a hater because I'm wearing the Grinch costume tonight. So
there's no way that you can't say he's not a dog though. Like
he played. He was putting his.
He's got
body
that
out
dog
there.
in him. Yeah.
He was playing like a young Josh Allen. Like I know they said it, and I don't want to use their words, but he really did look like a young Josh Allen out there.
Yeah, just throwing his body around.
All right, for my quick highlight, I want to do QB spotlight, similar to what you just did. We'll start off out in New England. Bailey Zappi versus the Steelers. First half magic, honestly. He went for 240 yards, 3 TDs, one interception, 67%. Got the dub and did it all in the first half. Didn't have to play in the second half.
And Juju got going, dude. That was cool to see.
I know.
I love Juju. It was
I'm
cool
always
to see
a
him.
Juju fan, honestly.
Yeah. Against the Steelers too.
Yeah. And then you got Calvin Ridley taking on the Bucks. He had the better day as the quarterback compared to Baker Mayfield. He went 65%, 347 on the air, and 1 TD, one interception. But a late push by the Bucks and Baker got the dub for the Bucks. So going on, Trevor Lawrence and the Browns. What a matchup. This game was awesome. Joe Flacco turned back the clock and went off, bro. He had 311 yards, 3 TDs, one interception, and just played catch with Njoku all damn day.
Yep.
And it was nice to see. Lamar Jackson, Matthew Stafford, Rams, Ravens. Bro, I think had it been the game of the week, honestly.
For sure.
I know we were all thinking Eagles, Cowboys, but this game was quietly the best game of the day. Back and forth, points for points all day. Matthew Stafford lit it up with 56% completion, 294 in the air, 3 TD, 0 interception. Lamar Jackson, very similar, 55% completion, 316 with 70 rush yards, 3 TDs, and then 1 interception. Matthew Stafford leads a late game-winning drive to tie it up, force OT, but then can't get it down the field to start off OT. Punts the ball away. What happens? Ravens stun the Rams with a punt return TD to walk off in overtime. I haven't seen that ever, honestly.
Didn't we see that in the first game of the season? Bills versus Jets.
A punt return?
I think it was. Yeah, Jets returned the punt in overtime for the win.
Oh, maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
But it was cool to see.
Yeah.
And then the last game I want to highlight is Chiefs Buffalo. This game, elite quarterback matchup. We always look forward to Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And they didn't disappoint, honestly. They were both about 55, 56% completion, 271 in the air for Mahomes, 233 for Josh Allen. Both a TD, both an interception. And which sucks because Buffalo did win this game, and you think that would be the highlight. But nah. It was crybaby Mahomes that took the show away at the end of the game. Not only on the sideline, not only against the refs, but then even to diss Josh Allen after in the handshake and be like, "Dude, the wrong call, dude, the worst call ever." Shut up.
Yeah, that was that was just really lame to see, honestly. Like,
yeah,
come on, dude. You know you're gonna be on TV right there too when you're going to see Josh Allen. Like, and I mean, Kadarius.
It's not Josh Allen's fault.
Yeah, and it's not. It wasn't the wrong call, I don't think either.
No, he was offside. 9 times out of 10, do they call that? No, especially when they do check with the ref.
Yeah.
But then don't line up off sides.
Yeah.
Like, plain and simple.
Yeah.
But that was the spotlight from that game, and I hate to say it because the Bills had a good game.
Yeah. One thing I got to say about that little recap, dude, the Rams-Ravens. The Rams got one in Puka Nacua, bro.
They do.
He is a dog. That catch he made over on the right sideline or whatever.
Diving.
Dude, they got one in Puka. For real.
One thing I want to say, when you were talking about the Raiders Minnesota game,
mm-hmm.
So I had family friends that go to that game. They do like a family trip out there every year. And this happened to be their Raiders trip game, or their Raiders game. And they're posting pregame. I didn't see any post during the game because what are they going to post about? And then they post at night. They went to the Golden Knights game, which is hockey for you guys that don't know. And they won in overtime, 5-4. And I was like, damn, you guys really saw more points scored in a hockey game than the football game earlier in the day.
Damn, that's actually crazy, bro.
I was like, oh, that sucks.
3-0. They said that hasn't happened in. I can't even.
I forget. It was so long ago.
It was like it's happened like maybe 7 or
8
times since the Super Bowl or the Super Bowl era or whatever.
That was crazy.
Doesn't happen often.
We don't need to talk about the game anymore. Let's move on. Yeah. Let's look back. How'd your dog do last week?
I don't think I hit the past couple weeks, but my dog last week was supposed to be Tua, and like we said, the offense looked a little different. He didn't have a horrible game. Jalen Waddle still had a decent game, but not dog worthy. He didn't throw a single touchdown, and I mean he took the L.
Yeah. So a late game mess up.
Yeah.
Tripping over his own teammates.
Yeah, exactly.
That was nasty.
So my makeup, though, the guy I'm gonna highlight this week. There's a few guys we could have picked. Joe Flacco had a great game. There were some other guys out there, but I'm gonna go with OBJ. 4 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, he's been getting in the end zone the past couple of weeks actually, but it's good to see him in the end zone having a game like that. And I mean,
Yeah.
he's fun to watch.
Honestly, I don't really rock any other team's jerseys other than 49ers. Like I just don't, I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if there was a guy I would rock outside the 49ers, it would have to be him. Like mad respect for him. I know you have mad respect for Stephon Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just one guy. Like how can you hate from any fan base?
Yeah, for sure.
Great pick though for your makeup dog. My dog of the week, I'm gonna stamp dog worthy. He went and they hosted Philly. Dak Prescott, 271 yards, 2 TDs, 61% completion, but just managed the game all game. Didn't make too many mistakes. Didn't make bad reads. The throws were accurate. The throws are there. Yeah, that was a complete dog performance. Like, yeah, the stats could be a little more in the TD category, maybe a couple more yards in the air. Like, we're really stamping a huge dog, but I'll give him that dog performance.
I think that's worthy against a good team in the Eagles too. I mean, divisional game, and like you said, he went out there and managed the game. He didn't have to do too much.
Not at all. Let's move on to our matchups. My matchup, I'm not gonna label it as a matchup because they didn't really see each other. But Geno Stone out of the Baltimore versus Puka and Cup. I was kind of watching for it, and they just never really crossed paths like directly one-on-ones type deal. He was always helping out and controlled, I guess, a little bit on the defensive side for Geno Stone. But Puka and Cup went off. Cup had 8 receptions, 115 yards, 1 TD, and Puka had 5 receptions for 84 yards and a massive catch that we highlighted earlier.
Yeah, that's a good. Geno Stone didn't really get to see them, but
yeah,
the receivers won their matchup against the other DBs, I guess.
Yeah, Geno Stone also had 6 tackles on his own. So, I mean, they all three had good games.
Yeah.
Your matchup?
My matchup was D'Amico Ryans versus Robert Saleh. Two former 49er coaches. Defensive coordinators, and I really did not think that Jets offense was going to be able to hold up and keep up with the Texans, but I mean, the defense dominated, and Salah showed that it's kind of like, even though he wasn't the head coach for the team, and how they always say that happens. I mean, he was the defensive coordinator, and D'Amico probably learned a lot from him. So Salah, he had the upper hand.
His big brother moment right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Games. So we both had one game, and then we picked the game number 2 together. So my game, Colts Bengals, I thought was going to be a lot closer. I thought Minshew Mania was going to be able to do some business, but Jake Browning and the Bengals continued to roll without Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
And they never looked back in the second half. 20 unanswered points and sealed the deal there.
Yeah. I still think that the Bengals would be a lot more dangerous with Burrow. Like, I just can't see them making a run in the playoffs. But, hey, they're holding up, and they're holding up well. 34 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, so kudos to them. But my game of the week was the Chiefs at the Bills. I mean, you talked about it. Good game, and it sucks that the highlight of it was the whole Mahomes thing. But, I mean, that play by Kelsey, dude, obviously it was like the offsides. It was crazy, though, just to show like the whole game was crazy. But, I mean, KC's defense got after it. They had, I think, 7 pass breakups, and they hit the QB 10 times. But
yeah,
Josh Allen made enough shit happen to get the win. I mean,
yeah,
that's how it goes.
Well, we're talking about that game. Bills, good performance. But I want to highlight that play. Travis Kelce.
Mm-hmm.
When he does get a walk into Canton, does that play get showed? Because what a heads-up play that was.
I mean,
I know he's done it before.
Yeah, and he talks about it. Remember, I think we've talked about it on the show how he says, like, the lateral is the most underused play in football. Like, why don't we use it more?
Like, he straight up took a step, had the nicest form, had a great spiral, threw it 30 yards across the field, backwards like 2 to 5 yards. I can't really tell.
Like, right when he caught it, too, pretty much.
He knew, like, and that's not a play design.
Yeah.
There's no one in the right mind that would call that play and dial it up like that. That's
Yeah.
pure Travis Kelce. So do they show that when he gets into Canton one day?
Maybe. I mean,
They don't have to say it was called back,
yeah,
right?
come on now. I've had some highlights that got called back before.
Yeah, they don't need to know.
Yeah. I mean, everyone knows, but it's okay. They can show the video. It looks cool.
Yeah. Shoot. Eagles Cowboys. Kind of hit on it with my dog, but let's just say Cowboys controlled that whole game.
Mm-hmm.
And never once, like, not even from kickoff, did I think the Eagles were going to win.
Yeah.
Like, truly dominated.
Yeah, even when they got the whole strip sack for the touchdown, like I don't think even the Cowboys were worried. They controlled the game.
I think, I'm not saying the Eagles are trash. I'm not taking them out of my top 5 power ranking, but they're in a little slump. We went through a slump. The Cowboys went through a slump early in there. You just got to hit it, not at the wrong time. I mean, they're hitting it before playoffs. Hopefully, I mean, for their sake, doesn't roll into playoffs, right? But they'll bounce back, honestly. I know we'll see either of these teams in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, a slump, they are getting whooped by the past 2 games, but they are playing the Niners and the Cowboys.
2 best teams in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly.
But you brought up Niners, so let's just get into it, yeah?
Let's get into it. I've been waiting for it all fucking show.
I'm going to put my mic down real quick. I just want to. Playoffs, baby.
Yes,
With
sir.
a dub over the Seahawks, we have now secured our playoff spot. I know we said that to start the show, but can't ever say it too many times, man.
Nope.
We're the first team in the NFL to clinch this year. You guys were all worried when we dropped 3 straight. We said, don't hit the panic button. We will be fine. Since then, we've traded for Chase Young. Debo's gone off. Trent Williams is back. Everything seems to be in the right motion right now. We're just going to keep rolling, keep building it. And Road to Super Bowl has officially, truly gotten started out of the train station, because if you don't make the playoffs, you can't go to the Super Bowl. I had a beef with someone in my comments on TikTok because my video, he's like, don't count all your chickens before they hatch. I'm like, bro, we're just talking about clinching the playoffs. Like, I didn't say we're Super Bowl champs. Like,
yeah,
obviously we need a road to the Super Bowl, and it starts now.
Yeah. So. And for anyone who's wondering how we have the same record as the Cowboys and the Eagles, but yet we're the only team that clinched, it's the same reason that we're the number 1 seed right now. We beat them in the head-to-head. We have the better division record, right? So we can't finish less than 7th, and if we all lost the same amount of games, we would be 7th. They would be 8-9. So that's why they haven't clinched, and the Niners have. Come on now.
All right. So how'd we clinch? We beat the Seahawks. Not only did we beat them, I think outside the second half, we truly put the nails in the coffin and blew them away. I want to bring up a couple stats. Debo, 7 receptions, 149 yards, and a TD. Boy is balling.
Balling right now. He is heating up at the right time. We keep saying it week after week, and he's playing at his all-pro level that he was playing at 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, at the perfect time, too.
And then one thing you brought up yesterday when we were just shooting the shit, his speed. Boy looks like he is faster than everyone right now. I might have said this last week. I did not know he was that fast.
Yeah, he's splitting defenders and getting way more yards than I think he's going to get, like, play after play. He's on another level right now.
CMC, 16 carries, 145 yards. Didn't find the end zone, but 145 yards. Just keep feeding him the goddamn ball.
Yeah, keep feeding CMC, man. I mean, he has been eating all season. He's going to get the rushing crown.
Oh, for sure.
And, I mean, he's got to be up by like 100, 200 yards by now. Like, he just keeps pulling away all season. And but I don't know if you're done highlighting players.
No, I'm not, but go ahead.
I know, we had Debo with the 2 touchdowns and the 140 receiving yards. Ayuk too, bro, 120-something receiving yards. And then Kittle had 70-some receiving yards and a touchdown. Like, the boys are balling. Brock Purdy is spreading the ball around. I mean,
Ayuk downfield blocking, 80 yards downfield.
Yeah, Ayuk just week after week. I mean,
Brock noodle arm Purdy. Sarcastically, 49er faithful. I would never do that meaningfully. 368, 2 TDs. Bro.
Yeah.
He's just dealing. Okay. And I texted you this during the game. I was like, Okay, I'm gonna highlight something. I didn't pull up the exact stats, but media needs to stop saying check down Purdy, this and that, 5 yards. He's number one in the NFL on pass per attempt downfield, yardage wise. He's throwing bombs.
Yeah.
He is letting it fly, and he's no noodle arm. He's back. He feels healthy. He said it. His arms never felt stronger. Put some respect on him and keep him in that MVP talk because it's going to come down to him and Dak.
Yeah.
And I'll love to see how this matchup ends. And I got my money on Brock right now.
Yeah, I don't get what people are saying, what people are watching when they say that stuff about Purdy. I mean, how do they just not see simply the difference between when we had Purdy playing quarterback and when we had, I mean, Jimmy G or whoever else we had? It's not the same. We're not throwing the same passes. Like, all we did was throw across the middle and hand the ball off. Like, we are getting creative with it. Shanahan's playbook is like on another level right now because of the way that Purdy opens up the offense. And obviously, we know he has the weapons, but Purdy is a weapon himself.
Yeah.
He's one of those fucking weapons.
No disrespect to Trey and Jimmy, but how often will we throw the ball more than 12 yards down the field? I think a handful of times all season.
Yeah.
Like, it just wasn't a thing. Brock allows it to be so powerful, and it's so nice. But on the other side of the ball, let's highlight some of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Bosa, 1.5 sacks. Balling. He's coming right back into Defense Player of the Year conversation. Quietly, but doing it.
Yeah.
And then the guy that's in Defense Player of the Year conversation, Fred motherfucking Warner.
Add some more stats to the fucking year.
Another pick.
Yep.
Couple solo tackles. And getting under DK Metcalf's skin.
Yeah.
Hey, Christmas present to him?
Yes, sir. It better be something good, dude.
I hope so. He's going to say it on the Warner House. He has to. He can't keep that private.
Yeah.
But he made DK Metcalf a crybaby.
Yeah, I mean, that guy's got to learn how to keep his cool. I think anyone would be mad if they got their head pushed down by Warner, but he did just slam him. Like,
he suplexed him like Greenlaw.
Yeah.
So he better be fined $10,000.
And like, maybe go say something, but to grab his face mask and then just keep going, like, man, you got to learn how to keep your cool. Like, just grow up, dude.
I know DK's a big man, but I'm still taking Fred Warner in that matchup.
Oh, yeah. Fred's a big guy, too.
Yeah, he ain't backing down.
Mm-mm.
Shoot. Let's jump to next week, yeah?
Yep, let's jump into it.
49ers Cardinals. Last time we played them and they were the home team, it was in Mexico City. Electrifying game. I love that game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's back in Arizona this year. My take on this is don't start slow. Don't make this a game that needs to be a game.
Yeah.
It's Arizona. Go in there, do your work, show the league you're the best team.
Yeah.
Get out of there healthy. Go recover and get ready for Baltimore. Yeah. That's how I'm viewing this game.
They got to go make it look like exactly what it is. A bad team is playing the best team in the NFL. They need to go and not, like you said, not start slow and don't let an easy one get away. Like you said, just keep the foot on the pedal and keep playing how we played against the Eagles and the Seahawks the past 2 weeks. Like, just keep the foot on the pedal.
Yeah, and make the Cardinals eliminated from playoff contention. Yep. Just one team at a time, one game at a time. And we're not saying look past this. We're saying make it look how it should be. Best team, like you said, versus a very bad team.
Yeah.
And let's walk away from it. Let's look at the rest. Go ahead.
Oh, I think with that, we got to have our offensive and defensive dogs on each side of the ball. I think we've talked a lot. We could put up highlights of Ayuk week after week. Highlights of Ayuk without the ball. Him just doing his thing, blocking downfield, going and hyping up guys when they're scoring big touchdowns. I mean, he is the epitome of a team player, and he's just not a typical wide receiver, dude. He's not a diva. He doesn't have that in him.
None of our guys
None of our team does, but Ayuk has been a motherfucker blocking downfield all season, and I think he's going to get his this week. Another game like that Steelers performance. I mean, he had 126 last week, but he's going to add some touchdowns to that, some big plays, and it's going to be his week.
Let's go. I'm down. So you got a UConn offense. Who you got on defense?
On defense, I got a pair of guys, Nick Bosa and Chase Young. They've both been playing at a great level ever since we got Chase Young. I just don't think they're going to be able to hold him on Sunday. I think it's going to be Kyler Murray's going to be running for his life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Offense, I got I don't know how you say like dog numbers for this, but I'm saying zero pressures allowed. I'm going our left side of our offensive line.
Mm.
You got Trent Williams, and then
Aaron Banks.
I was gonna blank on his last name.
Come
I was
on,
gonna say
bro.
Aaron.
Notre Dame guy.
I know. That's why I'm so surprised I was blanking on his name. Aaron Banks. They're gonna hold that left side of the line to zero QB pressure, zero sacks, obviously.
And make some big, beautiful holes from McCaffrey.
Exactly.
Yep.
We got to highlight those big dogs up front, and I think they're just gonna have a good, clean game.
Yeah.
And
I mean, to say that, just to highlight that real quick. I mean, you've seen how. I mean, obviously, when we went on a 3-game losing streak, we were missing Debo, but we were also missing Aaron Banks for I think all 3 of those games, maybe 2.
yeah, our whole left side was down. Oh wait, it was one of those games, and then 2 games after.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
something
Aaron
like that.
Banks. Yeah. I think, but anyway, yeah, I think ever since we've got Aaron Banks back, I mean, we've been running the shit out of the football, and we're back to how we were looking in the beginning of the season. So yeah, I think Aaron Banks is a big time player that doesn't get enough love.
Mm-hmm. And on defense, I'm gonna butcher this name right now, but he stepped in last week, filled some huge shoes. So I'm gonna get him as my dog of the week this week. Diamonor, Lenore.
You should just say Demo Lenore.
Yeah.
Don't even try it. Don't disrespect the guy.
Hey, huge fan of yours, man. The way you stepped up, even all season, bro.
Yeah.
Like just playing lights out
and playing multiple positions, like
that's huge. That's hard to do.
Yeah.
With like a 2-way superstar right there.
Yeah.
I know we're gonna talk about that one later, but
who?
Shohei.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But that's gonna be my dog of the week this week.
Yeah, I love that pick, dude.
Not sure how much Arizona's gonna get the ball out because our defense line's gonna eat, but he'll keep his side clean.
Yeah, and I mean, he said I like to watch pretty much all things 49ers, but him and Mooney were on a podcast together, like the little 49ers podcast that they've been having. And Lenore was even saying himself, like, he likes playing the slot corner. He likes to get involved in the run. So, I mean, if they're not getting the ball out, he's going to get involved. James Carter is a good running back, but so he might get outside the tackles and then have to meet Lenore.
I wonder if James Conner's going to try to start shit this week. Because remember the end of last game?
With Hufanga?
Yeah. I know Hufanga's not playing.
Yeah.
But, you know, our boys play for each other.
Dude, and our boys go hard. That's why everyone gets so mad when they play against us. We're whooping them, and they go hard.
Yes, sir.
To the end of the game.
Let's go NFL Week 15 dogs matchups games.
Yep.
My dog of the week is going to be Mr.
Wait. I want to go first.
No, I'm going first. My dog of the week is Trevor Lawrence. He's traveling down to Baltimore. Huge game for AFC playoffs. They lost one last week, so it dropped them in the standings. They got to win this one. I'm just hoping he has a great game.
Mm-hmm.
Puts up some big numbers. A lot of TDs. More points on fantasy. Let's roll.
All right. I mean, that's a big statement. That's a hot take right there against a good defense. I like it, though. They're going to need it. But I got, or maybe not actually. They might be winning their division now. See what's happening over in Houston.
I know CJ Stroud can't be out for long.
Yeah, and then Tank Dell got hurt. Nico Collins got hurt. I mean,
kind of falling apart, but it's part of the game. Injuries suck.
Yep. But all right, I got a quarterback too for my dog of the week. He did it this past week. He's gonna do it again. He's playing the Bears. Joe Flacco. I think he's gonna pick him apart. I mean, a veteran guy, Super Bowl champion. I think he's just gonna pick him apart. He's feeling fresh right now. He's looking like he's feeling fresh. I think he goes for plus 300, 3 touchdowns in the air at least. I mean, I think it's a big game for the Browns.
Yeah, I think he'll connect with Njoku again this week.
I mean, Amari Cooper, dude, Elijah Moore. He's got some guys to throw the ball to.
I can't believe you said Joe Flacco Super Bowl champ. That just stabbed me in the heart right now.
I mean, he is.
I know he is, but it just brought up such a deep, dark hole in my heart right now.
I know. I tried to move past
it. But no, I see him having a great game. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Matchups?
My matchup of the week is going to be Stephon versus Stephon. Stephon Diggs versus Stephon Gilmore.
Imagine if it would have been Diggs versus Diggs.
I know. I was hoping for it, but I was looking at the matchup, and I was like, you know what? Either way, it's a good matchup. And then you got Darren Bland on the other side, who's I mean, we know how he's been doing. He has like what 5 pick sixes and 6 or 7 interceptions.
Yeah.
He's been playing on another level too. Stephon Gilmore just had a big game against AJ Brown.
I was just about to say that Gilmore's been playing very well as of late.
Yeah, but we know what Stephon Diggs is capable of. We've seen it before. I mean, who knows what could happen? I got Stephon Gilmore winning that matchup. Damn, do I?
I got Diggs winning this matchup.
Oh, I know. I'm kind of thinking that too.
Bill's offense moves as Diggs moves.
Yeah.
And I have him just. I don't know how great the numbers are going to be, but he's going to find the end zone.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Diggs on this one. I think he's going to have a big performance, and he's going to help them get to something that I'll get to a little bit later.
All right. My matchup, Mr. Amon-Ra St. Brown versus Pat Surtain. You can't go wrong with this. Good on good, elite on elite. Amon-Ra's having himself a year.
Mm-hmm.
PS2.
Yeah,
I said that right.
Yeah,
is having himself a year.
Uh-huh.
I know they both had a down game or two, but majority of the year they're balling.
Yeah.
It's going to be a huge game. Both need wins to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Especially the Broncos.
Yeah. And Lions have to bounce back. Broncos have to keep winning. So we'll see how that plays out. I don't know who's going to win this matchup. I think Amon-Ra has the upper hand just because they find a way to get him the ball.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Amon-Ra.
All right. I like that.
Games. Go ahead.
My game of the week this week is gonna be Cowboys at Bills. And I mean, dude, we're looking at the stat or the predictions and everything, and dude, the Bills are 2.5-point favorites.
I can't believe that.
Can't believe
it's in Buffalo though, so Cowboys' only losses come on the road. So I guess it makes sense, but like you just wouldn't think that as Cowboys coming off a huge win.
But I'm gonna have to agree with them. I'm gonna have to cleanse myself after last week. Us Niner fans, I know we're all rooting for the Cowboys so we could get that number 1 seed.
Now we don't have to root for them.
Now we need to root against them. We need to band together and root against them and just cleanse ourselves of our sins from rooting for the Cowboys last week. So I'm going with the Bills, and that's why I got Stephon Diggs winning that matchup. Like you said, the Bills offense moves with Stephon Diggs. He's going to have a big night, maybe 2 touchdowns, multiple touchdowns on both corners.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're going to get it done against the Cowboys.
Okay. My game, Broncos-Lions. Like we said, both of our matchups came from our games, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Huge game. And for the purpose of playoff seeding in the NFC, you got the Cowboys falling, which is good for us because that just puts us up one more game. I got the Broncos beating the Lions here. They need this win more than the Lions need, so they're going to play it at a whole different level.
Oh, shit.
And it's going to drop the Lions. So they're going to fall another game behind us. And you never know what's going to happen up in Seattle. I know we're not highlighting that game, but could be close. The Eagles could drop one, and we could separate ourselves by a whole game.
Yeah.
So
that would be big time.
Let's just go everything against Eagles and Cowboys this week.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I'm so down. I'm always down.
Shoot. That's just a small look ahead to next week, guys. This next week's slate is going to be nice. It's going to be very competitive. Thursday night football, I don't know about that one. But the rest of the week, Saturday football, Sunday football, Monday football. Let's have a good time. Let's get out of NFL, though.
Thursday night football, Chargers, Raiders. Yeah, I mean, who's watching that one? What's the Monday night game? Oh, Eagles, Seahawks. That's a good one. They got some good night games, but just the Thursday night ain't it.
We could skip that one.
Yeah.
But let's get out of the NFL.
All right.
Big news.
Go
ahead, talk about your Lakers.
I mean, LA's got to be feeling good right now. I mean, obviously, maybe not. Even the Rams are playing better than they thought, but I mean, the Lakers just won the in-season tournament. LeBron, they're saying that LeBron promised all these guys, the rookies and the bench players, that he was going to go and get them that ship, get them that $500K each.
Mm-hmm. You think if they would have lost, he would still give it to them, like him personally? Like, he has the money.
I don't think they were going to lose.
I don't think so.
I don't think there's
so
I don't think
dominant.
You know how there's the multiverse and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think in every universe that there is out there.
The stars aligned.
The
And
Lakers won. Yeah, it's a canon event.
yeah, they look good through the whole tournament.
LeBron needed to be the first team to win the in-season
It
tournament.
only makes sense.
Yeah, like you said, records can be broken, but you can't break the first.
Banners going up. I wasn't sure if they were going to do a banner or not.
Oh, they do a banner?
Yeah, they announced that a banner is going to go up.
Oh, cool.
See?
And they're saving money, and they're going to go get his buddy and whoever else they need to go win a ship, and then another ship, and then another ship until Ohtani leaves.
Guys, if it hasn't been said, huge Angel fan. Josh, huge Dodger fan. I'm talking in his voice because it's like a little funeral for the Angels.
Sad, sad day.
Sad day. But I want to take the time to say what Ohtani's done for the Angels. Okay? 2 MVPs. 2022 Best Male Athlete of the Year. Not just in baseball.
Oh, wait, no, that's actually... I'm not... I got to hype
Best
up.
baseball player 3 times.
Sick.
Outstanding DH 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
World Classic MVP and champion last year.
Mm-hmm.
But time is over. Thank you, Ohtani. Thank you for all the giveaways that are in your name that I have right there. But it's now time. We welcome back the face of the franchise, as always, Mr. Mike Trout, who's going to go get an MVP this year and take us to the playoffs.
Keep dreaming, baby.
Let's go.
Hey, I'll let you have that dream. I'm not going to take that away from you yet. You know, you guys just lost Ohtani. I'm not going to go in on you guys too much. But let's go Dodgers. They're ready. They're gearing up, and they're only going to keep getting more.
They are.
So,
I'm going to be watching way more Dodger games than I'm used to this year. All good, though. Great team to watch. But I will make this statement very loud and clear. I will not be a bandwagon Dodger fan like some of my friends are. Troy. But good luck to the Dodgers. May the best of whatever happens.
You're just a bandwagon Warriors fan.
No, I'm not. I've been with them through the ups and downs, bro.
Oh, they had a down season because Curry and Clay were hurt, and then they fucking won the fucking NBA Finals like the next year.
I was up with them through the ups and downs. I'm not lying when I say that.
I get no. You were with them through the ups and a down, not the ups and downs. The way ups.
Where do we get
the highest of highs and a down? That's it. You're a bandwagon.
I tell everyone, yes, I'm a bandwagon.
Yeah,
Warriors fan. But
it's okay.
In all seriousness, how cool would it be? Angels Dodgers World Series. Mike Trout hits a home run when Ohtani tries to come close the deal, and the Angels walk it off in Game 7. Mike Trout trots around the bases, and just like was a kiss over to Ohtani, and we're hanging the banner.
That like literally sounds like a dream. Like it doesn't even sound
shooting
real.
For the stars.
Yeah, it doesn't even sound.
I'm shooting
real.
For the stars.
Sounds impossible.
Yeah, it is because the Dodgers always choke.
Yeah.
First round, they'll get exited by a wild card team.
And the Angels don't make the playoffs, so that's literally impossible. They don't play in October or whatever it is.
I know Mike Trout's gonna be at his golf course. Come on, let's be real.
All right, I'm not gonna wish that on him, but I was gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it.
No, don't say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
I don't say it.
Stay healthy, Mike Trout.
All right, let's close out the show. You guys, it was a joy to do this episode. I thought it was great. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you guys made it this far, thank you. And I'm going to extend this opportunity to you guys. If you want to be a guest on our show, video guest, because we don't know how to just do regular call-ins yet. We're not that tech savvy. But video guest via Zoom, let us know because we want to have more guests. Just no ball. Like, don't come here and like not know what you're talking about. Don't make yourself look stupid. But no ball and be on our show.
Mm-hmm.
We film on Tuesdays between the hours and 5 and 9. It's our best guesstimate.
Yeah.
We got real jobs. Eventually, this could be our full-time job. Maybe we're calling Thursday Night Football or some shit. Amazon Prime. But for now, if you guys want to do it, just DM us.
Yep.
Deuces.
Deuces.
Good night.
Two hearts,